always a step above anyone else I've ever met. Yeah, I just can't get enough. The way that she shines blows my mind. She's everything I've ever dreamed of. So I'm gonna take every chance that I get just to tell her how I feel. Hey there, cowboy, what you waiting for? Take your cowgirl out on that floor, spin her around, turn her upside down till she can't take it no more. Hey cowboy, tell her she looks good, that she's the hottest girl in this world, the prettiest thing you've ever laid eyes on. Hey there, cowboy, show her off. That smile, yeah, she lights up every room. No one can compare. It's hard not to stare. She makes my four-wheel mud tires turn. I'm stuck on her. She's the one. I just can't look away. I'm so damn proud. I wanna shout it out loud. I love her more every day. So I'm gonna take every chance that I get just to tell her how I feel. Hey there, cowboy, what you waiting for? Take your cowgirl out on that floor, spin her around, turn her upside down till she can't take it no more. Hey cowboy, tell her she looks good, that she's the hottest girl in this world, the prettiest thing you've ever laid eyes on. Hey there, cowboy, hey cowboy, what you waiting for? Take your sweetheart out on that floor, spin her around, turn her upside down till she can't take it no more. Hey cowboy, tell her she looks good, she's the hottest thing in this world, the prettiest thing you've ever laid eyes on. Hey there, cowboy, she's the prettiest girl you've ever laid eyes on. Hey there, cowboy, show her off. 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 Hey cowboy, show her off.
All right, there we are.
There we
Kinsman.
are.
Hey, how you
Hey.
doing, Sandy? How are you doing?
We're playing Hollywood Squares tonight.
Yeah.
Studio 67.
That's right.
Yes, lots of crew joining us. Some
right.
amazing peeps on tonight's show.
You know, I should have did the show from the car like Ian's doing it. I love this right here.
I like it. Ian knows what's going on here. Got
Yeah,
Ian,
I
we got-
apologize. At least I pulled over.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. Ian's not driving here.
Yeah,
There's always going to be that one in the comment thread.
Yeah. You gonna introduce all our guests?
Yeah,
here,
we've got
Kinsman?
Ian, we've got Sandy, we've got Sean Wise.
Professor Sean Wise.
Professor Sean Wise.
Yeah, that's right.
Up in the box here, and of course, Mr.
Ross.
Ross McDonald
Yeah.
from Link North, hanging out here in our studios.
Well,
tonight.
here, so we're excited to be back because
Yeah.
we've chatted some other Northern Ontario Angel events, and this is awesome. What's coming up here in Timmins, because we love anything entrepreneurial.
we do.
I'm an entrepreneur, and you're a dreamer, so we both mix.
We're entrepreneurial.
That's right.
An entrepreneurial, people. on the
Let me.
planet.
I'm gonna chat with Ross here first, there, Kinsman.
Okay.
So, a pretty exciting event coming up at the end of the month. Venture Timmins. Tell us a little bit about what's happening in the community.
Okay, so Venture Timmins is like we've been collaborating with the Northern Ontario Angels and various events for several years now,
Yeah.
especially the last couple of years, but this is our biggest one to date. It's going to involve a number of things. We're going to have a entrepreneur showcase with 3 entrepreneurs talking about their product technology. They're giving us the background of their story, how they became entrepreneurs and how they scaled and were successful. We're going to have a fireside chat with the representatives of Core 5. So Core 5 is a new initiative on battery electric vehicle technologies and supporting our businesses in developing that. And of course, we're going to have Sean Wise, who's going to be our keynote speaker.
Yes,
So former
keynote
Dragons
speaker.
done. And then later on in the evening, we're going to have Sandy. She's going to do a speed networking event for entrepreneurs.
Right.
At Full Beard that night.
Yes.
Yes, that's
Yeah,
right.
5:30 to 8:30. It's going to be a big night for that.
You used to like speed dating when you were single, and now you can't do that anymore because you have a partner. But speed networking, you can do that.
Speed networking,
That's right.
which is going to be kind of neat if you don't know where you're going as an entrepreneur. This is a perfect opportunity to see which avenue you could, maybe go down. Maybe it's a great idea, and then you sit down at the next speed entrepreneur, and you get another idea, and of course you walk out of there with a bunch of ideas that night.
Well, Sandy's going to tell us all about that.
That's right. Yeah.
Not you, but I think we have a bunch of guests on. We'd love to speak with them all. Let's chat with, who would you like to chat with first there, Kinsman?
Let's chat with
Sean Wise.
hang on. No, Sean's pointing down. Let's talk with Ian.
All right.
The executive director for the Northern Ontario Angels. Ian.
Well, and my first welcome back, Ian, by the way.
Welcome back. He's been on the show for his 3rd time back with us.
A bunch of sharply dressed folks, by the way, on the screen. So, Ian, tell us a little bit about, dive into more what Venture Timmins is all about and who really should be going to this event.
Yeah, that's a great question. I think it's open to anyone that's got hopes or ideas that they want to share with other people in the room and move them along. And we started the Venture series in September here in Sudbury, where I am. And we started to take it to the different communities and partner with the different groups like Link North in the ecosystem. We found that working together, we're going to have better references, reach broader audiences. And really our goal is really to demystify angel investing and to also let people know where we land as a suite of services that complements the Links North of the world, post-secondary institutions, other funding agencies, and really I think what I've learned in the last number of venture series that we've done them in North Bay. We're going to do one in Sault Ste. Marie this week. Is just bring people together and then get out of the way. Let them talk. Let the ideas germinate and develop, and make sure that they know that we're there to be of service to them when they're ready. And there's different ways to become ready, and we're consultative and happy to share clients amongst all of our different agencies. But it's really just to bring people together and to cultivate those ideas.
I love this. And from what I'm hearing, and just similar to past events, if you're at the beginning of your entrepreneurial journey, or you've been in the business for 30, 35 years, this event is for everyone and everyone in between.
It. There's no age bracket. Anybody welcome to come and better their entrepreneurial skills, so to speak.
Yeah, I would agree. Yeah, it's and like Dr. Wise and Sandy, their expertise would be in there and imparting some of their experiences. Some of the people in the room, it's being an entrepreneur, there's nothing linear about it, and you get together with people that share those experiences. Maybe they can straighten out a little line to make it a little bit more linear, but it's really about networking and sharing experiences and transferring that knowledge.
Networking in person too. It seems like a luxury that we weren't going to get back a few years ago, and it is a great opportunity.
Yeah,
because
sure is.
I always find face to face is still your mainstream communication and the best way to generate ideas, especially when it comes sharing with other orientated people, the same mindset,
creative minds.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
right.
You mentioned earlier this idea of speed dating as a metaphor for speed networking, and I think that's an interesting one, but there's quite a few differences. We don't live in Utah, so most people who do speed dating are looking for a long-term person to hang out with, not Netflix and chill. But speed networking, the difference is it's not binary. It's not, do I want to hang out with this person? Do I want to marry this person? It's, what can they do for me? What can I do for them? How can we build a community together? You don't leave with one phone number and a potential. You leave with a dozen people. And what I find is so powerful in these communities, having traveled our great nation, is that when they work together, they're more than the sum of their parts. So I think it's fun to call it speed dating, you know. But the difference is I think you come out, you have 10 people on one side and 10 people on the other, but you come out with 100 relationships. And I think that's why I think it's even more important as opposed to just when you're looking for love. But I don't want to steal Sandy's thunder. She's got
And, you know,
I don't want to get in her way.
well, I can't wait to chat with Sandy all about it. But before we get there, I do want to talk to Dr. Sean Wise. Well, thank you for joining us, by the way, as a formal introduction. So the day is broken into two parts. And the first part is Venture Timmins, where you will be the keynote speaker. So maybe the best place to start is, you know, an introduction of who you are and what the keynote presentation will be all about.
Well, I don't want to give away the keynote presentation because the whole part of marketing is to build towards something exciting. What I can tell you about it is that it will be engaging and it will be entertaining and it will be empowering, so that everyone who attends will not only have a laugh, will not only learn something, but within 24 to 72 hours, will be able to apply something that we've talked about, that they've learned. Otherwise, Ian says he'll give everyone their money back.
All their money back. That's what Ian says.
Yeah, it sounds like you used our taglines for a show because we're supposed to be engaging and entertaining. Supposed to be. We use supposed to be just in case we're not. It's
in the fine print, so no one sues us.
It's a legal way out, just in case you're bored. Right. Well, that's exciting. So would this be your first trip to Timmins, or you've been around this place?
No, I spent a number of weekends and nights in Timmins. When we were first shooting Dragon's Den and we traveled the great country, we stopped in Timmins and met with entrepreneurs and heard their pitches. And one of the greatest things I took away from that experience, you know, having been a city boy all my life, was that our great country from coast to coast to coast is filled with entrepreneurs. Whether they know that's what they are or not, it's filled with innovation. And it goes back not just hundreds of years, but it goes back thousands of years. And in innovation in our nation is really something to behold. And when you get to travel places like Timmins, you get to see that it comes up out of everywhere. You know, it sprouts up, and I think that's really exciting. So yes, I have been to Timmins. No, I haven't been there recently, but I am looking forward to it. I don't know that I'm big in Timmins, but I was big in Nunavut the one time I went, and I appreciate it.
That's right. It's pretty sad we're getting compared to Nunavut because for the weather, and
actually it's probably warmer in Nunavut than it is here. Less snow.
Right. That's right. Well, I do want to come back to Sean and Ian, but we're really interested in the speed networking. So
let's bring Sandy to the forefront.
That's right. So tell us a little bit more. So this is the second part of the day, right, Ross?
Yes, it'll be the evening parts.
At Full Beard Brewing, 5:30 to 8:30. Yeah. So again, a great way to end the evening, and of course, try to figure out your leadership development goals with Sandy, because she's the leadership development coach when it comes to young entrepreneurs or even older entrepreneurs trying to better their craft. Hi, Sandy.
Hi, greetings from Sudbury as well.
Yes. the formal way.
Well, I'm pretty excited to be coming up to Timmins for this event for a few reasons. First, I can't wait to meet Dr. Sean Wise. I have been Googling you and YouTubing you.
Lower expectations. Everything on the school my mother wrote, okay? So it's all really nice. I do much better when I have low expectations so I can overcome the hurdle.
I don't know. I think I would come to this event as a participant if I were not facilitating this event, just because I am fascinated by business and fascinated by people who are using innovation, I think in particularly since COVID or the lockup, or no, it was me that was locked up. You were locked down. I don't know. You know, all of us, even introverts, extroverts, social animals, we've all been impacted and we're out of practice with a lot of things. And believe it or not, 20 or 30 years ago, I would go to a networking event, usually because I was told to go by a boss or someone who couldn't go. I had
You had a boss in junior high school? What job did you have in junior high school? That they
See, I like you already. I just got my discounted senior bus pass this month. I'm so excited. I might even try it in Timmins. But we are out of practice. And building on someone's point earlier, entrepreneurs have a lot of things to do. And more than ever, we are the face of our businesses. If we're online, if we're at a bar, if we're, closing a deal, we are the face of our business. And many people do not like networking. I was one of those people because nobody showed me, nobody mentored me, nobody told me what to do when I got there. I just hung out at the buffet table and often went with a friend and we hung out together, we ate, we got caught up and we left. And whoa, we missed the boat altogether. And that's why I'm so excited to share in this event and hopefully give some tips and some tools and some confidence to business owners, business wannabe owners, because it's really a lot about confidence. I know it's relationships, but it's really about building your confidence to build those relationships that help build your business. And that was my short answer.
All right.
Well, I love that answer. So I think this is great for, I'm going to say about 70% of the business owners in our community, because they tell us that they're very good speaking one-on-one with someone they know about their own business. And of course, they're experts in their own business. Where they get uncomfortable is speaking with others and promoting their own business, because sometimes it's difficult, either, the lack of a better term, toot your own horn or ask for assistance about your business. And I find an event like this can potentially help them
have some other
get
eyes.
out of that, get out of that, that uncomfortable zone. Would this be right?
I think that's an interesting observation. And I would go so far as to say, I think that's a cultural norm. We have Dragon's Den in now 27 countries, and in each it's very different. Our friends to the south have no problem tooting their own horns, whether they have the data to prove it or not, right? And our friends in Israel who do the show, they throw shoes at each other and argue and won't do a deal. But in Canada, everyone's a little softer spoken. All the dragons want to team up and do it right. And I think that's not necessarily a bad thing, but I think it has a time and a place. And I think that the most interesting thing Sandy's bringing to this table is the tool set and the opportunity to practice it. That way, if you're practicing on Ian, it's not, this is where you practice. This is what you're supposed to do it. So that way, when you're not at a big event where it's safer to do it, you can still keep doing it. And I think that's an exciting thing to do and to come away with.
Yeah. I think that's really exciting. And when the Link North and the Northern Ontario Angels team were working together with for their next event, Ross, and then I'll ask Ian, was this sort of the idea, give you a blend of two pretty cool worlds in one day?
Yeah, I think so too. And this event kind of dates back to when we did Pitch 2021 about a year and a half ago. And we found that, we had a good event, we had our entrepreneurs speak and pitch, but we felt too that they could use someone like Sandy that could have network and coach them and get them to build their confidence, so they're confident with their pitch, right? And they understand, what their market is and how they want to pitch and, the value that they're delivering. And I think that's the essence of what we're trying to capture here is, get people out, networking, comfortable, confident, speaking about who they are and what they offer.
That's right. Because they could be sitting on the fence, like an entrepreneur right now could be sitting on the fence, maybe with an idea and thinking, should I go for it? And then come out of there with, 5 or 6 different ideas that they can pick and choose and, add it to their main top.
As my book will teach you, ideas aren't really fundable. opportunities are, things you can take action on.
That's a good tip
So
right
it's
there.
fun to have ideas, and then I think at events like this, you can learn how to put those ideas forward and how to get evidence. One of the greatest things is that geography is no longer a constraint. Sandy was talking a little bit about the pandemic that we all survived, but now you can be remote. And so your co-founders aren't the people you went to high school with. They could be someone you met at founders.com, just like you might meet someone on cupid.com or whatever people use today. And the idea of no longer being geographically constrained means that the difference between Toronto and Timmins is now who can afford to pay for their home, not what businesses are available to you. Now, when you combine that with the fact that we're entering the next age of startups and the costs have gone from 5 million to 500,000 to 50,000 to $50 on a weekend, the cost to test your ideas is so low to see which are real opportunities. And I think that's also why the angels are so important. Usually angels are the first arm's length investors, and they bring with them not just the rigidity of venture capital or investment banking. They've been there, they've done it. It's all new money. It's not inherited from 4 generations ago. So these people who are the angels of the community are the ones who really long-term help it grow. And they don't have to be in fancy places anymore. They can go and live where they have a quality of life that they want. And I think that when you combine the no longer geography being an issue, and you combine, I don't need to know a millionaire to get started, I think it's a really great time to take that next step. And I think this conference, this opportunity is a chance to take your next step.
Yeah, I appreciate that that connection to the angels there, Sean. And the other thing you mentioned earlier is maybe about culturally how we're humble, polite, you know, and I think an angel is connecting with them. You know, these are people that have the experience. Maybe their solution or service has gotten more on a global scale, and the world has shrunk. And so your idea, it doesn't just have to be in Timmins or in Northern Ontario. You can expand your mind and your horizon by connecting with angels, by connecting with other people, and you know, yeah, you have your workforce. Maybe there are some people that are coders or whatever from Indiana. It doesn't really matter anymore, and then all of a sudden that opens up their market. And so the world has changed, and there's people that can help you navigate this world, that have done it in different ways, and those are oftentimes. So I think an event like this, again, it's getting ideas, it's getting them cultivated, making sure that they know that there are people in the community at different points to help you, and that we're lifting all boats. We're not proprietary. You've heard me say this before. We're not proprietary over the client. You know, we all want them to do well for our region, to create jobs and to, you know, stimulate our economies and really benefit our community. So that's what these events are as well too. And, you know, compliment Ross and his team and our team. We work really well together, and as we should, because the sum of our parts are great, and our individuals as parts, as Sean said as well too. So that's the beauty of an event like this as well. It's very collaborative, and hopefully the clients and attendees feel that as well too.
I think success has many co-founders, and I think you have to rely on other parts of your ecosystem. If I've learned anything in the decades of backing entrepreneurs and helping people, it's by reaching out and sharing, you gain more than you might lose. And so events like this are about putting yourself out there, making yourself available, and things are changing really fast, as they always do. And then every time you have a change, you have a new round of opportunities.
That's right. Well, so I have a statement into a lead-on question. Okay. So my best urinal story is this. I'm at a convention and Meatloaf's in the washroom.
Okay.
And rest in peace, one of the greatest musicians ever. And I said, listen, 8 out of 10 weddings play did Paradise by the Dashboard Light. And he goes, it better be 10 out of 10. So that's my story. But in chatting with Sean before we went on, you know, he has some urinal stories of his own, maybe even cooler than Meatloaf. I don't know that one.
I don't know if they're cooler than anyone, but one of my claims to fame is that I've seen over 25,000 pitches, 25,000 entrepreneurs through Dragon's Den, Shark Tank, through my own life. And it tends to be that you get pitched everywhere. So one day we were all sitting around Dragon's Den, and I remember Kevin O'Leary one-upped me by saying that he gets pitched often by the urinal. Now, I don't really want to talk about urinals, but it does bring me back to the topic of the book. And the topic of the book is so that you don't have to ask Kevin O'Leary at the urinal. The topic of the book is instead of asking other people to validate your idea and say, oh, it's fabulous, you should do it, here are things you can do and what you can learn that is available now, because it's not like it was 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 40 years ago, where it's who you know and what connection you have. We've seen entrepreneurs grow from our great nation, from humble beginnings and from long-standing histories. So there is a lot of opportunity, and I'm excited to come to Timmins, and I'm hopefully that will be the end of the urinal stories.
There we go.
And again, anybody watching tonight, you know, Sean, your book, Startup Opportunities, anybody, you know, thinking of starting their own business, currently in their own business, needing some, you know, opportunities, your book is going to be available to some winner tonight on our show, and 2 tickets to Venture Timmins. So someone's going to be winning that tonight. And again, Startup Opportunities. Again, every business is different. It's going to have a different startup. What can you give maybe someone watching right now, Sean? You know, what is one vital tip that you could give someone who's maybe on the fence of starting their own business?
Yeah. Try to pursue something that you would do even if you weren't paid. We're not all blessed to be super talented individuals. I can't paint. I'm not athletic. But whatever you're good at can be valuable. And so doing something that you enjoy, doing something you're passionate about, doing something that you could be the best in the world at or best in your neighborhood at is worth pursuing. And so my students say, if I'm willing to work on it Thursday night instead of going to the pub, then I know the idea is serious. And I guess university drinking is kind of what they're equating it to, but I look at it as a bigger picture, that if at 2 a.m. you're still prepared to work your butt off for your customers, then you're in the right line of work. And hopefully you won't always have to. I remember Bruce Croxton once said that work-life balance for successful entrepreneurs is work your ass off for 10 years and then spend it for the next 10 years. But you know, for most people, it's not a destination. It's the journey. It's what they're doing. And so I always recommend people try to find that little center of the Venn diagram, which is a grade 4 concept of circles overlapping, and you know what you can be passionate about, where it overlaps with what you can make money at, with you know what you can be really good at. And I think if people can focus on that, side hustles become startups, and startups become larger ventures. And I think coming to events like this is really not about meeting the exact right person or about hearing the fact that unlocks everything. It's about being available for serendipity. It's about being present and mindful in the community so that you can help others and others can help you. Because, you know, failure has lots of masters, but success, everyone wants credit for it. And so when you birth a unicorn in your neighborhood and everyone's better off because of it, because of tax dollars and jobs and all of that stuff, it starts small. I mean, look at BlackBerry and Waterloo. There are entrepreneurs who in their own lifetime can change the demographics, the democracy, the landscape of how we're doing things. And I think those people are in Timmins too.
Super cool. And I want to go back to Sandy for a second, because, you know, just learning more on the day based on our conversation tonight, it really has it's a full 360-degree approach. And one of the things, my other observation, Sandy, I only have 2, and lucky you're on, I can get to talk about all 2 tonight. My observations is that individuals sometimes shy away from discussing not even their dreams or challenges because they don't want to publicly admit failure. But I love going to a networking event where it's a little more casual, in a casual setting, with people probably with the exact same mindset. So you don't feel so centered out. It's okay to ask a question. It's okay to say, hey, maybe this is sort of my path forward, but I don't know how to get there. Is the intention of the speed networking to make people feel comfortable?
That's a great question. If I were not experienced or didn't like networking and I was invited to just a networking event, I might hesitate to go. I would be more inclined to go to a facilitated networking event because the facilitator is like you guys. You make it fun, you make it safe, you make you sort of direct. You're kind of the boss of the people. You have the microphone, so you play. You play with them and make it fun and make it comfortable. And then if I'm participating, I don't have to think of, oh, who should I approach? What should I say? So it makes it easy and it makes it fun. And the way that the Angels in Lake North have set up this event, I can't wait because I haven't been to one that has the structure of this one with 2 different venues. But because there's so much content and excitement and during the afternoon, reasons to get inspired, the evening, the way I see it, is that's your application part. Now you've met people, you have some content, you have lots of things to talk about now because Sean has, ignited people with just his experience. And no, I'm serious, so that we already have a lot of material and content to talk about over a drink and
Oh, it'll all be about me.
no.
As an egomaniac narcissist, I will make sure it's all about me. No one needs to be shocked.
But I must say that I'm so excited about this time on this show as well because it's facilitated and it makes it easy for people. They're going to know about this now. And we've talked about entrepreneurs having to wear so many hats, and this will be fun and safe and practical. And even if you were not an entrepreneur, maybe you're a student, maybe you're a manager, this will help you. And I really was hoping to be able to give a couple of tips for attending any networking event, because 80%, in my opinion, 60%, happens before you go. It happens before you go. I'm so excited to come because I looked up who the speakers were, what's going on. So before you go to any event, do some homework. Oops, did I say homework? I mean research. Research sounds better.
Okay, almost scared us.
Find out who's speaking, what's going on, so that you come prepared. If you know you're going to a networking event, people are going to say, who are you? Where are you from? What do you do? How's your business? What's your latest project? You can prepare all of those answers before you go. Before you go. A little bit of research and a little bit of practice. And these are things that I blundered through for decades. Don't arrive at a networking event hungry, because you're going to hang out by the buffet table. And I hear there's a new business in Ontario that's catering this event. So eat a little before you go. I have lots of tips, but lots of it is before you go. Be prepared and come prepared, and you'll have a lot more fun.
Oh,
Yeah,
good tips.
it really is the perfect storm, Ross. And I love it too, because we talk about the one side of folks who are hesitant to ask questions or may feel shy to admit that they need help. But then it could be the opposite end, where people think they're experts in their business, and then they sort of block people providing them with some guidance. So for example, if you own a pizza business per se, and you think you know everything about pizza, you may not attend these events, and you may miss out on opportunities to grow your business. So are you thinking about, we're not handpicking anyone, but are you thinking about the other end of the spectrum also? Can help people who've been in business 15, 20, 30 years. This is a big opportunity for them to grow.
Yeah, for sure. I think when you say like the ones who've been in business for a while, right? If you're doing the day-to-day, sometimes you get locked in, and you need to come out of that box, right? And meet different people, get different ideas and stuff. And because things in our world are changing, day-to-day innovation is happening. And I think it's always good, no matter who you are, that even if you're good at something, if you hear other ideas, you learn from other people, no matter what realm of life they come from.
Yeah, that's right. It really is an amazing opportunity for all entrepreneurs. In the community.
But you know what? But even for employees, even for people who are not for profit, every single person could benefit from being more innovative, having a higher entrepreneurial capacity, having a community that grows new ideas. I don't know why it has to be just the people who self-label themselves entrepreneur. I can be anyone. You don't have to be an entrepreneur to be entrepreneurial. You don't have to be a startup. There's lots of small business entrepreneurs There's lots of entrepreneurs and greatpreneurs. So really, I think everyone can benefit from a little more
Great networking
entrepreneurial
opportunity.
capacity. I don't know. That's my opinion.
Yeah, if you're an employee, what's that term they use? Entrepreneur.
Entrepreneur.
Yeah, exactly.
Entrepreneur.
Right. So you're working within a business, but you have that entrepreneurial mindset. And
Right.
Well, you can always use, as they say, you can learn something new every single day. Why not go and network with other creative heads and, you know, see what you can pull out of it. And again, $30 for a ticket, you know, peanuts to eventually make, you know, thousands, you know, maybe millions of dollars with some of these businesses.
Well, we should be, because you mentioned tickets a little bit earlier.
Yeah, we're
in the
giving away
script,
2
Kinz,
tickets tonight.
Well, we are giving
Sean
away
Wise's book.
We are giving away 2 tickets, but we also talk about where people can get tickets.
yeah, for sure.
VentureTimmins.ca or
VentureTimmins
VentureTimmins and then Eventbrite.ca.
Yes.
Right.
Is where you can go and get your tickets, $30. And we were just talking about this before the show. Get your tickets before so they can kind of do a head count of who to expect at the event.
Or if you can't remember that website, you can find Link North, the Northern Ontario Angels.
It's on their Facebook
on
page.
social
it's on
media,
their website. Yeah.
And there's a bunch of posts, so a ton of links, and the link is also on our page too.
Yeah, for sure. Like just go to our social media, Link North, and you'll definitely find links.
So I'm learning tonight is that everyone has an entrepreneurial spirit.
Entrepreneurial spirit. Yeah.
And this nation they have is what the nation's built on. You know,
Yeah.
we're not built on these, you know, huge corporate capital businesses. We're built on mom and pops who came to Canada to build a better life and are still doing that. Our country is filled with so many entrepreneurs, regardless of how you define them, right? Anyone who's addressing an unmet need, anyone who's trying to move happiness to be more present in more people, I think is all part of that movement, whether they have a business card that says manager or a business card that says leader.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I agree. That's a great great piece of encouragement. I think the other thing that we'd like to stress is also that Timmins, Cap, Hearst, Cochrane is really on the cusp of a very, very exciting time where innovation and entrepreneurs are going to help feed the community in many different ways. Northern Ontario is well poised with the critical mineral strategy and all the innovations that are going to be born from that, and the businesses and the companies that will be put in place to service this boom. Timmins is a very, very exciting place to be right now. So we're hoping that this is a catalyst for some of those discussions that will develop over time and you know, support the community.
And there we go. Well, and also Taryn wanted to chat about these awesome door prizes. By the way, we have some amazing door prizes.
Yes,
everyone
we
likes
do.
to win
Everybody likes
too.
to win something. You know, $30 for your ticket. You're going to walk out with you know, thousands of dollars worth of amazing things.
Well, we say $30. That includes Venture, Timmins, and the speed networking.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay,
so there you go.
So that's your full day of activity.
That's your full day of
plan for
activity. And if you want to, you know, look at it this way, $15 for, you know, the keynote speaker, and then of course, you know, $15 for the full.
Are you
day
trying to divide 30?
No.
That's right.
$25 for her time and effort and value, and I get the last little bit. Okay, low expectations so I can exceed them.
Low XP only wants to buy.
Low expectations are the key to happiness.
That's right. You want to hear some of these door prizes?
Yeah. Well,
Sure,
So,
let's hear them.
a consultation package, right, Kinsman?
yes.
LMW coaching. That's Lisa Wilson.
Yeah, Lisa Wilson.
We love her.
That is a ginormous package right there.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's worth $3,000.
$3,000, you know, for
She's
someone out there looking to, you know, better their entrepreneurial skills.
And you know me, I worked in HR for almost 20 years. Lisa's an HR person. I love her. Same mind. A 1-hour coaching session with Sandy. I hope I win that. You know, I'm going to utilize. I'm calling her the next day.
Leadership and development coach.
Get into the raffle? Can I get into the raffle? Do I have to buy a ticket, or do I get to use my free ticket?
You can use your. I guess it's a
put
door
your
prize.
free ticket
So
into the
that's
bucket
right.
on the way in.
That's fair.
Okay. Or if you don't want to educate, you can win a basket of beer. You know.
Yeah, basket of beer always goes good.
Yeah, that's right. And a gift certificate from Cedar Meadows for their Nordic bath passes.
And there it is right there. The Angels
Whoa.
have posted everything that we're
Thank you,
talking
Fitz.
about here.
Darren's like he's doing this too dramatically. Here's the big post.
Here's the post right there.
We can't ask Sandy.
Thousands of dollars.
Don't ask Sandy or Ian a question right now because they're completely blocked out by the comment section. we're giving away a copy of Sean's book.
Yes.
We have two
two
tickets
tickets
to
to
give away.
go. And again, April 27th is the day that you want to mark off on the calendar. And again, you don't have to be an entrepreneur. You can just be someone willing to learn opportunities. Again, startup opportunities with Sean Wise, and put it forth. And again, you heard from Sean there saying that you're going to at least take one tip. If you can take one tip from that night, April 27th, and put it toward your business, whatever you're doing, and you don't have to be an entrepreneur. It's going to be a benefit for everybody.
All right. Don't be too good that day, because I'm this guy's mentor. He may feel like I'm ripping him off with my advice. So maybe you plug your ears.
I'll plug my ears there.
But let's do a quick exit roundtable from our online guests.
Okay.
And like we'll start with Sean. Amazing. Like I can't wait to pitch him my idea in the can at Full Beard, by the way. But
well, wait for a few full beards, and then we'll see what happens.
That always goes toe to toe with me. But any last notes for the folks that are on the brink of registering and why they should go?
I just want people to know that they don't have to just go themselves. If there's someone in their lives who's a high school student, if there's someone in their lives that I'm sure the organizers can make things available, make it a little easy, and they can participate, because you know what, that's where we're going with all of this. And so I would stress to people that those type of people can also be opportunities to participate.
That's amazing. Yeah, thank you. Hang on. Hey, and how about yourself, Ian? You must love Timmins. You're always partnering with the awesome folks over at Lake North, bringing amazing things to our community. This to me may be the best one yet.
Yeah, I agree. The partnership with Link North is just a delight. Like I talk about Taryn doing our comments right now. Thank you, Taryn. Working with Ross and Jasmine. It's just so easy. We're extensions of each other. We're really, our organizations are very, very complementary, and the teams are wonderful. And I think I'd just go back to my last comment about where Timmins sits in this time, in this innovation economy, the critical mineral strategy. It is a very, very exciting time there. And we want to be there with you, and we want to listen to your ideas and welcome you. The pathway to building a business, building a service, building a product, like I said, it's not straightforward, but there are people there here that want to support you, and that's what we're there for. And so come and join us, get to know us. We'll let our hair down, have a fun time in Full Beard. I mean, that's a wonderful venue, and looking forward to that. I might avoid the bathrooms just in case, but
there we go.
I'll definitely be
talking your ear off. How do I get some money there, Ian?
Yeah, that's right. I'll be in there.
I've been forewarned.
Yeah, you've been forewarned. And for yourself, Sandy, like just an amazing conclusion or addition to this day. I'm really excited about the speed networking.
That's great. We're going to let our hair down at Full Beard Brewing Company. That's what we're going to do for sure. And I think what a great opportunity to find out who's in business, who's thinking about business. People have been locked up. It's spring. There might not even be snow by April 27th.
It's hard to say.
Wishful thinking,
now,
Sandy.
Talk about Friday next
I like it. Optimist.
We might not even need our parkas or our boots. Yeah. I'm going to invite people that I know so that I can network as well. And I know I'm already inspired, but if you live in Timmins, if you have some time on April 27th, if you want to be inspired, meet some old friends, meet some new people, you must attend this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And even I will be able to let my hair down at Full Beard, Ken. Even me.
We'll have to tone him down there.
The bald jokes, people laugh all the time at those. It's the only laugh I ever get.
If you all go missing, I'll know where you all are after this conversation.
Dive in the washroom. I'm going to get one of these pitches through. Sean.
One of the pitches?
Yeah, that's right. You lock the door. He's going to get us some money.
He's not coming out until he's done talking to KLOMP. Well, we should mention it's a 2 to 5 on the 27th for the the first half of the day, and then
Venture
Venture
The
Timmins,
warm-up.
8:30 to 8:30 at Full Beard. So
Yeah.
if anybody's trying to plan, tickets, it's a Thursday 2 to 5 at the Northwood Hotel. If you haven't, that's the new Best Western down on Airport Road.
And then 5:30 starting at Full Beard for the networking. We got that
I'll
right,
just-
Ron?
I'll just add to the Best Western. They're being great hosts to us, and I think they've got a group rate for this event too. So those people coming out of town from Cap or Cochrane that want to spend the night, the Best Western is going to look after you.
Way to go.
Amazing.
And it is, if you haven't been to that new Best Western, it's the newest hotel on the block. Amazing. And again, anybody who goes in there is going to, just say, wow. It's like the wow factor in that.
Indoor plumbing. I heard they have indoor plumbing. Yeah.
Indoor plumbing.
We're
Yes,
moving on.
we've moved up in the world here in Timmins.
Oh, that's pretty innovative.
And Wi-Fi.
Just trying to scare Sean.
Who's never been here.
It's working.
Yeah, amazing. Well, we'll have electricity and everything for you folks, but this was awesome. We love it. We're gonna thank our sponsors. We'll say bye to our online guests. We're gonna keep Ross here because we have a couple passes to give away, a copy of Sean's book.
book.
We can't wait to meet you all. You told me you're the best dresser. Now Sean's coming to town.
No,
you're
Sean,
done
Sean,
for
that's
Kinsman.
it. I'm
not gonna-
out. I'm
he
gonna
looks-
pull out. I'm gonna have
he
to pull out
looks
something
suave.
different than my suit jacket.
Mark has one suit jacket. He wears it like.
Well,
every
hey,
second
it's
day
a
of the
lucky
show.
suit jacket.
Yeah, it's a
That's
lucky
right.
suit jacket.
Yeah. Gotta keep it going.
Don't
You're gonna
worry.
put Sean a suit jacket idea. For the man that needs two suit jackets.
That's it, right?
But thank you so much,
Thank
everyone.
you so much.
We appreciate everyone.
Thanks, guys.
Sean, Ian, Sandy. We'll be chatting with you on the
Yeah, we'll see you
27th.
in a couple weeks.
And we'll say goodbye to them, Ronnie. And our sound guy will here's thank you to our sponsors.
Yes.
We'll be right back.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Mad Granny's giving you a chance to win an Easter tumbler this week by following our KINZ and KLOMP Facebook page. You can check out their collection of tumblers at themadgrannies.com. And DAP Cleaning Solutions, call Andrew N for your free quote today. In fact, book now for your carpet cleaning, strip, and wax jobs for your commercial unit today. 705-465-3500. And the 2023 OHF U18A Championships are being hosted by the Porcupine Minor Hockey Association the weekend of April 21st through 23rd. And writingcommunity.ca, your writing at its best. For all your writing needs, contact Jess Trudell today, the founder of writingcommunity.ca at 705-262-3268. And Timmins Little League Baseball, it's time for registration. You can register your little one online at timminslittleleague.ca. And Creative Boutique and Supplies, follow Mona Goche for all your Easter goodies on her Facebook page. Get ready for Easter with Mona's new collection of Easter clips. And Dare Timmins teaming up with the Timmins Public Library with Optimus Prime against bullying. Happening April 12th at 6 p.m. at the Timmins Public Library parking lot. And this is geared for grades 1 through 6. And a free estimate today with B&M Renovations. Call Max and Justin for your kitchen, bathroom, or bedroom reno. 705-372-3832. And the BIA, otherwise known as the Business Improvement Association. Find out what's happening in your downtown at downtowntimmins.com or drop in and see them at 85 Pine Street South, Suite 108. And Midtown Bowl, check out the epic new arcades, open 12 to 9 weekdays, open till midnight Friday and Saturday. Book a birthday party, glow-in-the-dark Rockin' Bowl, and league bowling for ages 3 to 93. And the Northern Ontario Angels in Lake North presenting Venture Timmins, coming up Thursday, April 27th, 2 to 5 p.m. at the Northwood Hotel for an entrepreneurial showcase, networking seminars, fireside chat with Core 5, plus a speed networking reception held at Full Beard Brewing that night between 5:30 and 8:30 p.m. And Jackpot City Gaming open 9 a.m. to 2 for bingo, Vegas-style games, Tactics Gaming Room, and their progressives. They're now fully licensed for you at 251 First Avenue. And Core Business Solutions, your Apple authorized service provider in the north, located at 264 3rd Avenue, Suite 201, Timmins. Call today, 705-531-3355. And have Albert seal your deal from Claim Post Realty Limited Brokerage. Check out Albert's latest listings at albertseal.com or call 705-465-3493 to have Albert seal your deal. And Imagine Cinema's gearing up for Super Mario Brothers, the animation, this Thursday. Also on the big screen, Air and John Wick 4. For tickets and for showtimes, check out imaginecinemas.com. And the Northern Ontario Expo gearing up for Timmins Con the weekend of April 15th and 16th at the McIntyre Community Center. Get all the details at northernontarioexpo.com. And how about this big event coming up on the 19th of this month at a call Secondario Vache. Your chance to check out this musical comedy. All the ticket details at laronetimmins.ca. And mark it off, the 2023 Home, Cottage, and Lifestyle Show with the Timmins Construction Association. This is going to happen Friday, May the 5th, Saturday, May 6th, and Sunday, May 7th. Get all your details online on the Timmins Construction Facebook page. And last but not least, April is Be a Donor Month with the Kidney Foundation. A kidney transplant is the best available treatment option for people living with kidney disease. Register your wishes online today, kidney.ca/organ donation.
All right, Kinsman,
We're back.
Giveaway time.
Yes, we're giving away
giveaway time.
Dr. Sean Wise and these startup opportunities. Again, you just saw Sean. Yeah, who wants to, pick up a few opportunities
Thank
for
you, Tammy.
their entrepreneurial dream, their next step. And again, we've not only the book, we're going to give 2 tickets to the Venture Timmins, which is coming up on the 27th.
Which includes the speed networking.
Yes, the speed networking. So the 2 to 5, and again, full beard from 5:30 to 8:30. Great networking opportunity.
And if you're working somewhere and you win these tickets, you could just tell your boss that, KINZ and KLOMP and Ross said you get the day off.
You get the day off, and we'll write your notes for you and get you there. And again, it's going to better no matter where you're going, your boss is going to say, hey, you're going to better your position in, maybe your current workplace.
What note are you going to write them? A sick note? You
I'm
can't do
gonna
that.
write a
Hey,
sick
you
note.
should have. Lucky I didn't know you in HR
back when you
world.
you can actually write notes back in high school.
There, Taryn will write that.
Okay, so Taryn will write the notes.
Yeah.
I remember that. I'm sick today. What's the reason? Because.
Kinsman.
Okay, well, there you go.
I'm
old enough to sign.
I won the perfect attendance award. I know nothing about your shenanigans. My kids may be watching. I was at school every day. Okay, so we're going to give it away as a complete package.
Complete package, because we were just discussing this. Whoever wins the book, Startup Opportunities, will most likely want to chat maybe with Dr. Sean Wise at the event. So why not, give them a chance to get some tickets.
All right, so let Ronnie pull up the Wheel of Winning.
The Wheel of Winning. Who's off to Venture Timmins? April 27th. And again, if you're not as lucky enough to win, hopefully you are, venturetimmins.eventbrite.ca is where you can go and buy your tickets.
That's right. And Taryn has posted the link in the comments. All right,
Ronnie,
fire
it up.
Start this party.
Start the party, and the wheel goes around and around
the
and around.
Wheel of Winning. Now,
and the Wheel of Winning can't be the NOA.
One of us.
Joanne Morrow Abuji.
There we go.
There we go. Don't get too excited. She just came out of Facebook jail.
Right.
Don't get too excited. She's going to say, oh my God, I can't win. And she's going to go back in jail for being excited for that win.
Joanne's going to pass. Okay, well, let's draw again there.
Okay. Joanne does not want to go. She's already got entrepreneurial genius.
Joanne's involved in many things, by the way.
Yes, she is.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Jill of all trades, master of all of them. There's Joanne. So we're going to see who wins next.
The NOA.
Ontario Angels. So Ian's going to be coming.
That's right. Go ahead.
Ian, we're gonna pay your entrance.
Let's go ahead, Ron. You can click that again.
Let's try it again.
Remember the one time our name was in there and it landed on our name like four times in a row.
And the winner is
Selena
Maria Bishop. Selena, she's off to Venture Timmins. And again, that'll happen on the 27th.
Yes, that's right.
She gets the book with Dr. Sean Wise, his startup opportunities.
You can go full screen. There, we could add that to and you can close out that, Ronnie.
There you go.
There you go.
We're back.
Coaching on the fly. Anything to close this out, Ross?
No, I think with this event, like I said, it's not just for entrepreneurs. aspiring students, business students, anyone who's really looking to get experience and learn about networking,
Just
learn
meet
about the
people.
angels, because we have so much there. We're going to learn about, we have the entrepreneur showcase, so you're going to learn about products and technologies that some of our entrepreneurs are working on, interesting stories. You're going to learn more about the battery electric vehicle initiative that's a pan-northern that Timmins Economic Development Corporation is working with NORCAT and others. Of course, Dr. Wise and Sandy with her networking. So I think it's going to be
there.
yeah, it's going to be a full day of
full day
events
of
and
fun.
like $30. You can't go wrong.
Yeah,
for that,
that's right.
No, cheap entertainment. And again, if someone does take a great opportunity from the event, again, $30 peanuts for, you know, $1 million idea.
Another amazing event
Yeah.
happening in the community.
Happening in the community. Again, the Northwood Hotel. If you haven't been there yet, the new Best Western on Airport Road. This is a must-see if you've never taken a tour. And again, you'll be there April 27th, 2 to 5. And then we'll take the party on the road to Full Beer Brewing for the networking, speed networking opportunity that night.
Awesome.
Did he get the times right?
He did.
You did. You look at you bragging. You know, you're not supposed to be bragging in business.
No,
Did you learn that?
We do not brag.
That's right. All right, folks. Have yourself a beautiful evening, and we'll see you tomorrow night.
See you tomorrow night, 7 o'clock.
You asked for my heart, you left it alone. I'm giving it all, but you wanted more. Every piece you stole, left me holding everything you wanted from me. Take my heart and soul, 'cause if you want it, you got it. You asked for my heart, you left it alone. I'm giving it all, but you wanted more. Every piece you stole, left me holding everything you wanted from me.